Okay. So ChatGPT said you should give it -10 core creation cost,
Oh,
plus 15 morale of armies as traditions.
That's literally the.
Then it says its first idea should be 20% national manpower modifier. Then the
I think
next
it
should be
already has that.
-2 national unrest. Then it should have -10 regiment cost, -10 maintenance of armies.
that's
That
broken.
was actually a
Then-
good idea.
Then give 10% administrative efficiency as its fourth
That's
idea.
you're just doing Z ideas now.
Then its fifth idea should be 5 discipline. Then sixth idea should be 30% national tax.
It has tax
I
already.
think AI is cooking something.
Then its seventh idea should be 25 culture conversion cost.
Oh,
Then its ambition.
China.
Then its ambition should be 5% discipline. It says doubles down on the discipline. Late game military strength. That's what ChatGPT says.
I think he's cooking something,
So it
Brad.
has 10 discipline.
I mean, maybe specify a Cav nation.
Okay,
It
okay.
doesn't have to be a Cav
This
Why
nation.
does it
is
have to be a
amazing.
Cav nation?
It doesn't have to be a Cav nation. I just made it a
And
Cav nation
you
because I
make
didn't have an idea.
these ideas.
I guess it can be
Or unique.
shock damage
And-
received
Yeah,
nation
I
because
could-
they're
I could
next to the
do
hordes.
shock
What?
Cav.
Berg, he's next to the hordes, all of them.
Doesn't
Alright.
G the shock damage received the gun?
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I don't want it to
Here's
be
a new
just
one. Here's a new
copy-paste.
one. Plus 20 Cav combat ability as tradition. Minus
that's
10 core
a little
cost as its tradition. Its
Loves
ideas
that.
plus 1 leader shock.
It has
Okay. And plus 1 max leader shock as the first idea.
that. That could be
No.
added.
Only Arabia.
And then the
No,
second idea is 25% movement speed.
Bad chest.
Then
That's a good shit post.
then the third one is 20 cav cost, 20 cav ratio.
Okay, let him cook.
Okay. Okay, it's just broken. It's for fourth idea is another 20% cav combat ability.
Okay, well,
It's only male modifiers.
Then another cav to infantry ratio. Oh my god. Okay, it's just broken. And then its ambition is 15 cav combat ability again.
What is that? 55 Cav combat or something?
Stackable with tradition and idea to reach 50% total cav combat ability. Terrifying in the hands of a skilled player.
I think he's cooking, Berg.
like they were cooking with the cav cost and cav ratio, which it already has anyway. But
I said, can you try again? And then here's a more grounded, thematic, and multiplayer viable cav-focused national idea set. 15 cav combat ability, 10 core cost reduction, plus 1 leader shock, 15 cav cost. It just nerfed all the ideas. And then it's stacking cav combat ability again. 10 cav combat.
the current idea is tradition, land leader shock, and 10 cav costs.
Well, we need someone to go
You get-
France. Oh, he's
You get
here.
10 cav combat and 15 ratio. Then you get Diplo relation, Diplo upkeep, that's kind of nothing burger. Then you get tax 20, 10 morale, 15 siege ability, 10 fire received, 10 gov cap, and 0.5 legitimacy, and the finisher shock damage.
Why is it cav? What is the idea of that?
I don't know. Like I said, it's
What
Before
was
the
the
one that was
Ming
cav-
breakaway state known for?
Q,
Okay,
we
led
noticed
by a
there's
peasant rebel.
six
Rapid
turrets
military
around me.
campaigns. Shun forced quickly across northern China in 1640s. Known for mobility, light cavalry, and shock warfare.
well, so I was right.
I have co-ops on.
Can you make Shun national ideas focused around movement speed, cavalry? In EU4, focused around movement speed, cavalry.
I mean, the current ideas, the only thing I could add is like movement speed, I guess.
Do we have everyone? I'll start now.
I think we have everyone. Okay. 25 cav combat ability, 10 movement speed. Plus 1 leader shock, plus 1 max leader shock. 2, 15 cav cost. 3, what? That's not a modifier. Movement speed on hostile terrain. Is that a modifier?
That's a local modifier.
15 shock damage. Minus 1 national unrest, 20 reinforced speed, 10 governing capacity, 10 shock damage received. Wild. Can you do that again without eating? Yes. Alright. 20 cav combat ability, 15 movement speed as tradition. 20 shock damage. First idea. Seb, are you taking notes?
Yeah, this one actually is cooking.
Okay. 20% cav to infantry ratio.
That's an
Minus-
idea.
Yeah. Cav to infantry ratio. -10 land maintenance. 5
Yeah,
discipline.
I like the regiment cost that they said before.
Okay, so 10 regiment cost. All right, 5 discipline. 33 reinforced speed. Army. It's all just military stuff. Army tradition. Can you change some of the ideas with
Before it said it had to have tax. It had
yes.
tax before, so it's fine. And regiment cost is kind of eco.
Okay, okay. Let's do this again. 20 cav combat ability, 15 move speed. All right. 20 shock damage. First idea. Second idea, 30% tax. Big. Third idea, regiment cost. Fourth idea, discipline. Fifth idea, not an idea, dude. Movement speed on
Don't call him
non-controlled
dude.
province.
What did
Sixth
he
idea,
say?
cav cost. Seventh idea. That's also not an idea. Okay.
What is it?
No, you don't need to
Right.
know. Alaikum salam, Mazonex. Exploit UA's physical weakness. Yes. I'm just playing. He's in the voice channel. He can hear me right now.
So what are you going to take, Habibi?
Just taking the state of Anhui, like we agreed.
Okay, that's fine by me. I gave you the forts already.
Okay, I'm
Make
turning
sure
off
to
the
turn them off.
forts.
I
They're
think
level
I
1
turned them off.
forts though, so I can't even turn them off.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think there is only one. That is on the border with Manchu. That is
I'm
not
waiting for the Muntik for the fort to
Okay.
go down. Dude, what? The garrison's not disappearing. Interesting.
one. Whoa. Are you gonna take the northernmost province?
No?
Chow Chow?
No, that's for Qing,
Okay.
remember? We had to make deals.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I don't know. Oh, I wish you turned that off, Habibi.
Well, no, I turned them all off. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
They are like level 1 forts because there's like a coastal thing on it.
Yeah, but in the north, the one I'm talking about, it isn't
But yeah,
in the.
that one does not have it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I actually have to wait for Q anyway.
Q's gonna get something too?
He wants money, I think.
Release and King. Give An King 1 province. I think I have to turn on my maintenance or I get a disaster. That's
Hey, which one?
internal conflict. Very like wide nation. This is what they meant by playing
What?
wide?
Yeah, I think this is so. I think this Bukhara is very good at playing wide.
Oh yeah, he's so wide.
Yeah.
I need Russia to like kill Bukhara. That's my like only hope. When's the inflation disaster gonna hit? The Great Debasement. 4
I
years.
think in 4 years.
Yeah. Yearly inflation reduction -1. Interest per num plus 0.25 for 10 years. 20 years. What?
Yeah, it's 20 years.
Uh,
Also, that -1 is actually a +1 because it's a -1.
so I just gain inflation.
Yeah, you gain every inflation 1 per year. So it's kind of fucked up. Even if you do nothing, you're gonna gain 20, I think, at worst. Or at best.
Let me deal with the rebels.
Might have some rebels. Oh, thank you. You're such a nice person, Habibi.
Welcome.
Oh, I forgot to siege the northern fort. Oops. And I can see Europe now. Q is a nice person too. No, one stability. I think I will have quite a lot of rebels soon. When I peace out.
I need to talk to Aaron. Aaron,
Yeah, what's up?
if you release Baoxi, I will no longer be hostile to you. It's all water under the bridge in
I don't
China.
even know what Aokshi is. The little vassal?
Yeah. Little vassal in China.
I can do that.
And sacrifice your honor, my lord?
I need peace
At any cost?
at this cost, yes.
So be it. I went to talk with my overlord. He is not Invictus. He's an imposter that just thinks he's Invictus. It is gonna be a fun session though.
Invictus from Wish.
Great diplomacy has been done. We are so back. The Great Wall, chat.
Just before Q peaced out, AI surrendered to me so he can't peace out. I'm like,
Turn off. I need to pay off as much of my debt as possible before the great debasement. Okay,
it's
okay.
freaky, isn't it?
I can pay off like most of it, but the inflation's so doomer. I'm filling out an admin idea.
Oof. I think paying down inflation is gonna be more expensive too. So I'm just gonna sit and tank it. I'm not even gonna reduce it.
Oh, it's double the cost.
Yeah.
Oh,
This guy hates his players.
it was the Sylvia idea. He wants me to release this vassal. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just need. Alright.
What is this antagonist event plague? Wait, do you see this? Paris got like some crazy debuffs for no reason. Oh my god, antagonistic plague. 50 dev cost.
Yeah, awful. Can't.
Wait, did someone get the plague?
Yeah, the Paris did. Do you want me to stream it?
Who got it?
UA.
You got the plague?
No, the Paris got it. I don't know why it shows me. Look at the plague.
Where is the plague?
On Paris.
Someone picked France as the event.
Uh,
A player got that event and they picked France.
Antagonistic plague.
what is this, bro? Paris is making 2 ducats a month. Great.
Well, she just got the plague.
That's
I
the,
think
that's
somebody
the board game plague.
Og.
Board game plague is the disaster. You don't want that to happen to you.
I think France noticed this already.
This great debasement just sucks, dude. I have loans and I have debt and I'm a small nation and it's just gonna get worse. And the inflation.
You're gonna get the national bank. It'll be fine, copium.
What do you mean? I didn't take economic ideas.
No, I changed the national bank event, so you get it in 1550-ish. After 1550, you can fire. I didn't just add this without giving you a way to cop out.
Wait, you mean it can fire? Or it will
Yes,
fire?
everyone will get national
Holy
bank
f-
after 1550.
Great
Is it a
debasement.
possibility or a guarantee?
Between 1550 and 1560 or just post 1550?
Post 1550, you get national bank.
Okay.
No matter what. And I think it's 5-year mean time to happen.
So in 2 years, I'm about to get interest per num, yearly inflation, and it's gonna cost double to do it. And then a good thing I don't have any gold mines. 1,000 gold chance. Worth to
Yeah,
pay down inflation beforehand. I mean, I'm just gonna suffer.
I'll be
right
honest,
now.
I probably went overboard
really
on
want
the
this.
inflation and not too hard. I'm gonna make it so there's less baseline inflation but more gold inflation. That was probably what
Yeah,
I should have done.
I looked at it after Berg talked about it. Gold generates like nothing, but normal
Yeah.
base is 20 times bigger.
Yes.
So it just doesn't really
Yes,
make sense.
so
I'm paying off the debt
Probably
very
To be honest,
quickly.
to be honest, I have only 1 gold mine, and it's not the biggest.
but Q and Berg are gonna enjoy a stimulus package in copper and gems. So
Do they increase? I don't know.
Yes,
I
they
haven't
increase.
seen it anymore. How
chop-
much is it? Permanent?
Copper and gems should increase by 20%. No, way more.
The
than
gold
20%,
depletion
like
chance
almost
just
double.
gonna make every gold mine go to 1.
No, it's I think,
No,
and
no.
I
It's
think
like at best like 8% a year. So
wait,
Okay.
doesn't it not deplete if it's under 10 dip or something?
No,
Or am I
that just
tweaking?
that it does still deplete.
Okay. Now I have to get rid of this devastation. Okay, first Chinese kingdom, Pog. Okay, tell me which one to pick.
What are,
do you
what are
have?
your options?
I have 5 dev cost, 10 trade efficiency, and 10 NPR.
I mean, 5 dev cost. You go to 15
It's
dev
good,
cost.
but also remember that I am a quantity eco-influence nation. So like NPR is like everything to me. I don't know. Maybe I go dev cost. What do you say? I want to get
Think-
your opinion too.
I think MPR or dev costs. Depends if you want to what you want to do, because dev cost isn't gonna help you win wars with your build.
Thanks for a great answer, bro. Event already expired.
Damn, that's a shame.
No, I didn't. I clicked the dev cost, but it could have been expired, you know. You couldn't answer me fast enough.
I do agree though that the trade efficiency one's a little bit weak relative to the other ones.
Why
It's
am I
also
making so much
always-
money? I have level 1 advisors.
I'm making probably less than a VB right now.
I'm making 75.59.
I'm making 25.59.
No, that's my income. My balance is 35.
Wow. My income is 120,
Yeah.
but I'm also 15 exhaustion, omega autonomy. Wait, sometimes someone peculiar texted me.
I'm not going to be able to reduce inflation in time.
There's
Yikes.
Mahayan.
Here comes. Ah.
Don't worry about
Oh
it.
my
Don't
God.
worry about it.
Ah.
Everyone's gonna suffer more than you do.
No, I have debt already. Oh. Oh. Great economic policy. -1 inflation. What the F is this shit? We are
He doesn't know.
debasing. Stop minting, guys. This is bad. Not like they can stop. Best mod ever. Why did my income go up 8 ducats? I got some new land, got a new subject, I fixed
I think it's
trade.
because your
in
trade
the beginning
node
of
might have
session.
went up in value.
Well, not in the beginning of session, but the end of last session, and then I took a save.
Do you have any gems or copper?
Whoa, it just went
provinces?
up. Wait, my income did just go up 8 ducats. What the heck?
Yeah. Do you have any gems or copper provinces? That's why.
I have a gems province, 1.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, that's what happens when you debase. You use gems and copper as your currency.
Someone with a lot of gems province is really rich right now.
Yeah, that bad bloated mess in Arabia.
13!
And also copper.
Wait, what? I thought it
don't
was
think I
gonna
have.
increase after the fucking thing. Dude, you said it's 20%. How is it 20%? Are you like blind or something?
No. My brain was thinking 200%, and I said 20%.
It's not even close. Like, whatever. Okay.
No, it's quite. I forgot a 0.
Okay.
It goes
That's what's-
away after the basement, so
Oh, it does.
yeah.
See, one guy already has
I gotta
25.
keep a 13 value good for the entire game, sure.
Holy, dude, we're making money. The 16 dip dev gems is paying off. Okay, never mind. Corruption event. It was all part of the plan.
Get Q's trade node is probably worth a shit ton now.
26 ducats, that's pretty good. Oh my god. Oh, he's probably making so much money. He has so many copper provinces. No gems. Oh no, 1 gems.
Okay, Habibi, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, we are gonna do a fake war with the guy.
Which
Don't worry
guy?
about it. The Ching.
What do you mean?
He wants to harmonize something. I want to give him one province in Indochina.
Okay. He seems like the best tag in China. I mean, right now it is. Usually, I think
Wait.
UA is the best tag in China.
I agree, actually.
Yeah, UA is, I think, the best tag in China.
I was gonna say something. I
What?
think he is kind of, I don't know, the worst tag.
Actually, yeah, I think so too. That's why it's one of the worst ones. He like his ideas like are only good when he's defending.
Exactly. Like, I was thinking of a strategy to beat him. Then before I started this session, then I realized all you do is not attack him, let
And
him sit.
outscale.
And he can't ever deck you. You're just gonna outscale him because his land is shit. He's gonna have one cute state
Yeah.
with 25 income. That's it.
It's all like highlands that are like so expensive to develop.
And everyone around him has Omega ideas. Like, I think Q decked this Burma while Burma was death warring with Mughals. Burma just got all those units back and just wiped Q. And they had white peace. Like, he couldn't do anything. I think his ideas are like comically bad. I don't know. I guess he has 10 dev cost modifier, Pog.
That helps.
Yeah, that is better for mountains, I guess. But I think Seb is gonna add some nice stuff in next
June's
patch or
getting
something.
buffed. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think we need to buff Great Debasement as well. It's too forgiving. You need to immediately bankrupt if you have loans during the Great Debasement. I think that's more reasonable.
Yeah, I can drop a link. We can listen to some right now.
And I'm gonna scare Q. Can you just move to the front line real quick? Just to scare Q while you in the war?
I already left the war.
Ah, okay, fine. Alright, it's okay.
Here's some music. Forgot that I'm on a different account that doesn't have YouTube Premium. So I said, what the helly? Yeah, by the way, guys, the 4v4 tournament got announced on my server. There's so many signups that I think it's not going to be a weekend thing. I think we're going to have to do it over a course of multiple days. You're joking.
What happened?
My ruler died again. This is the second ruler I died without an error.
Oof. You're gonna be my PU soon.
Yeah.
Wait, does it give create the basement? Does it give construction costs? Wait, does it?
Inflation does.
Oh, true. Let me see my inflation. 5. It's fine. Wait, my gold mine haven't exploded yet. Oh.
Let's see these gold mines.
Wait, oh my god. With the menus, this menu gave me like 2 ducats on the copper. Yeah, I want to see how much money Q makes.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's a 7% chance every year, actually. That's not that bad.
Yeah. And I'm just so good of a player that I will never get it.
Huh. Is that vanilla that inflation increases debasement chance or whatever? Or gold mine collapsing? I don't think that is.
I don't think so either.
Plus side, we almost paid off all our debt.
Yeah, I paid off mine surprisingly quick as well.
You paid off all of it?
Yeah, I have 5 1% loans.
How many total dev clicks do you have? I'm at 300.
352.
I'm at 364.
No, I'm already outscaled. It's
Yeah,
so-
but some of the provinces I dev'd aren't mine anymore.
Hey, that's true. And you lost the flatlines as well, right? Damn. That's true, actually. And with that logic, I also get the land wood head. Okay, never
I
mind.
mean, what's your total development?
1 point.
When do we rebel
okay.
against our overlord?
Hey, thanks for the $10. When we our overlord? Who's our overlord? Sloba. I mean, later Jin? The time is right.
It's probably a closer overlord than anyone else.
He's not my overlord though. Insulting, dude. But
Sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah, dude, you're saying that too? Oh my god, alliance over. He betrayed me
No.
again.
And never did you betray me once, don't worry about it. You betrayed me with that fort.
What for? Oh, that doesn't count.
No, that's count. I bankrupted because of that.
Oh, that's how you paid off your debt so fast. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Thank you, Sloba. Thank you so much. I mean, we have so much core cost, and then we get admin efficiency, and then we also get province war score cost. One mistake by the other Chinese, and it's all mine.
I think I'm cooking with this fever I have.
Yeah, you're literally cooking. 5 gifted subs. Thank you, DZ. Legitimacy is so scuffed. One year in China will grow larger. Holy dude, don't gift any subs that you cannot do. It's not worth. Yeah, that'll be the last Habibi's daycare. Okay. What's Habibi's daycare? Yeah. Before will be played on Saturdays and Sundays. Yeah, that's the only time I can stream it. But I think we might have one round in the middle of next week. I need to like look at things this weekend, because if we have ideally 16 teams, because then that goes all the way down. But yeah. But basically, we're gonna. I think we're gonna have to do the 16 round of 16 on one day. But round of 16, round of 8 are all gonna be done simultaneously. It's only the semifinals and the finals that will be done by themselves. Semifinals and finals. Yeah, play, dude. Then there'll be draft. It's gonna be good. The 4v4 tournament is going to be good. There's a lot of interest. There's some players that played a lot. I saw a couple games myself. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to contribute $100 to the prize pool. Wait, army tradition increases force limit in this mod? That's strange.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky.
That's so super freaky.
Because I think they are like very hard to get force limit, right? Because the buildings, they need 20 devs to build.
Yeah. Which, in my nation's not that bad.
On my nation, it's actually great because no one has force limit. And I'm like sitting at 400 force limit.
400 force limit? What the hell?
No, I'm only 280 now.
You're
That's
280
exact.
force limit. Wow.
Yes, but I have literally 0 quality.
That will change soon.
That is true.
Okay, let's maintenance. Yeah, the 666. If we had that right now, that would be so awesome. This would be amazing right now. She's deving in heaven now. Oh yeah, it was a female that went on a hunting accident. Feels bad. How many wars would it take to next me? It says here 5 wars. I struck back and recovered? Yeah, dude. It's not over. Wait, 46? Oh, I thought it was 45. Okay, I'm wasting money. Into the ether. This campaign was never over. We're like the weakest player that's alive.
But are you lowest mental player alive? I don't think so.
Nice. Okay. Take that. Next idea group, I could go defensive, but I don't know. More fort defense and stuff. Stack that with the Great Wall. I'm thinking quantity ideas. I think we have to go quantity ideas.
I think I also have to go quality. Just like you. We are like in reverse situations. I think if we play to our strengths, we actually lose.
Yeah, I think I need to go quantity because I'll get more flat manpower. 20,000 flat manpower, flat land force limit, and then also more manpower and land force limit.
Yeah.
Mod's right.
It's good. You know,
There's no
it's
more
good.
hordes. I mean, Bukhara has is a shock damage nation. It's the same Bukhara we played. Maintenance. Later Jin's not a horde, it's just bugged in the mod where when he formed Ching his name didn't change because there's a line of code missing. But he's Ching. And we're blocking him from getting his next set of claims. I mean, it's not just me, it's Bukhara. Best case scenario here is later Jin and Bukhara fight. I need 2 generals, chat. Use your channel points. If you want to become a general. I'm only gonna do the... I'll do all 3. Dizzle. Oh, I should have got rid of newbies. Yeah, none of you guys, those are fine generals. Quantity will also give us, oh, well, I mean, infrastructure right now is going to give us better generals. I can't take this province. Cannot.
Oh no, Burma spy network on me. Oops.
These capitals on my border, it is Chongqing. But he's like, his entire idea build or national ideas are all focused around defense. He has combat on his own territory. He has fort defense, garrison speed, reinforced cost, reinforced speed, attrition, morale damage. We can get 800 ducats off of Wu here. Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
Chinese king stop not shooting low district. You can just take Wu and take his money.
Am I winning? Does it look like I'm winning? I mean, yes, I am winning. So what's the plan? The plan is to survive and hope for something to happen. That's literally the plan. No joke.
Nothing will happen, Habibi. Nothing
Oh
will
no,
happen.
I lost Navy tradition. Nothing ever happens. Well, I hope not. I hope something happens. We've bankrupted twice this campaign. It's a surprise I'm still alive. Remember when I had like my cute phase where every campaign I was just trying to be cute in game? I'm not gonna core these yet. I'm gonna wait for this. Whatever. I think we were done with debt. Our debt is paid off. I can annex this vassal. Next idea, I think I'm gonna go quantity. I think I have to go quantity, or I never can match anyone. I already have very good quality, but I think I need to go quantity ideas. There's a lot of flat with the infrastructure. There's a lot of flat. There's 15 flat manpower, flat land force limit. There's flat manpower from influence ideas. Then there's also the modifiers from quantity idea. I think I have to go quantity idea. Yeah, right? Z. I have X and I'm I. Maybe when I annex this subject, it will look a little different. Need to make sure I don't trigger this disaster. The low legitimacy is hurting me. Running out of time for this. But there's no way. 126 to reduce inflation because of this. Was Xing taking Luang part of the deal? Yeah, we made that deal last session. Anything needed? No. Maybe colonies? Yeah, there's colonies all over that could use players. Tell the host you want to join as a colony. PK Rock, thank you for the Prime sub. Yeah, I think we should go maritime ideas next, chat. What do you think? That would be so useful for us. Next is a mill idea. For sure it's quantity. I'm very sound on quantity. I'm gonna accumulate money here, not spend it until we deal with inflation. Oh yeah, I have to respond to Yi. I'm not selling it, I need it. Does offensive ideas even give things for generals? They do. But no fire.
Is Q bullying you?
He's saying that he wants the Great Wall of China. 3K would change our mind? No. I don't need money. Anything needed? Colonies. If you want to play colony, tell Bergenson he's the host. And talk to the fridge guy. What is his name? Bruh. His profile picture is a fridge. I think he's the one that's missing a colony. But he's probably gonna have a war with Irish Australia. You could also play Irish Australia. These African borders are cursed. How does he even have access like this? Is that, oh, this is subject? 5K would change our mind. I don't want your money. I think we're gonna have to start hitting Q with the quotes. 5K, dude? No. One general, chat. You're gonna be an Omega general. Use this army tradition while I have it. Look at that. Flat increase. Alright, I'll do both. Keys of mystery. Told you. Do advancement efforts. One more general. I'm gonna make myself. I'll do Evelyn. Brother. That's a timeout. For sure, that's a timeout. I want to see, though. I really shouldn't be doing this. If I'm a better general than Evelyn, he gets timed out. I'm not. That's not a timeout.
Now you get timed out.
No, I get timed out. Bye bye, guys. That's the end of the stream.
You just delete your Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Need points. Right, this is really the last general.
Name it Victor. You just need a good general.
Hell. Can you show expand infrastructure for the Chinese players? Sure, this is mine. This is Jin. Oh my god.
Oh my god, look at Q. What? He's sick.
Time to dev wheat. Where's this national bank? This inflation's so painful.
I think he just lied for like no reason. And like, yeah, you will get really good events for sure. Oh wait, I got it.
You got National Bank?
Yeah, and I also have eco ideas. This might be like eco national bank.
No, he said it's not. Unless he lied about
Okay.
that. He said National Bank is possible for anyone after 1550. Did it reduce your inflation?
It actually makes more sense to get the yearly inflation reduction from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Up to 5.
Later Zin's gone. Time to war him, Victor. You.
With me? Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is. Told him he could talk to Bird. How far does China's subcontinent go? It's like Ming borders. Remember, don't touch anything 2 month ticks. 2 month ticks. Come on. I need this national bank, dude. I mean, the great debatement's almost over.
But you are very optimistic, Habibi. Almost over, it's only halfway.
That's almost. More than halfway.
Almost honest. Almost. Wait, check one of my promises. It's 162 dev. How?
Which one?
Dan Zhao. Ah, okay, because I have a colonist there.
Where's National Bank, chat?
He who keeps asking for national bank doesn't get it. While he who lets
He who
wind
says that
flow.
it doesn't exist gets it.
Yes, exactly.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. National Bank doesn't exist.
I don't believe in national bank, bro.
Ba Xingji. There's no National Bank Ba Xingji. I don't like my name. I don't like it. There's an X over here and there's I over here.
I mean, Korea is the cool as fuck. It's like perfect.
What? That's perfect name placement for you?
Is it, now maybe I have a different mod. Be right back.
Hmm. I can't 1v1 anyone. I literally cannot 1v1 anyone. I have to wait. I have to sit here and wait. That's the only hope. We're like playing to win. We're playing to like actually grow. We have to wait. Maybe these Chinese turn on each other. Right now there's peace, but how long will that last? Maybe Qing will come attack me. Call for a gank. We already did that twice last session. And Bukhara and later Jin both don't want to fight each other right now. Maybe Russia kills Bukhara, and then that opens this part of China. Let's look at subcontinents. Yeah. It's a little bit more than Ming, because you have these here. I mean, this China has triple the amount of provinces than Vanilla. If you zoom in, you can see that. Like, Chengdu is one province in Vanilla. You're joking. Oh, yeah. Would be good right now.
Wait, it got striking gold now. What?
Yeah, he's doing a one culture build on Manchu. He's got an insane amount of banners. Next vassal, I'm gonna keep this one for now. Okay, now I need to, oh, we can't yet. Okay, I need to catch up on admin tech. There's only one culture. They're Manchurian. Oh yeah, we can do this against Bukhara to troll him. Form. Leave. 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 Form. Okay, we stop now.
Hello?
Hello? What happened?
I got stabbed bug.
Okay, let me take a save and fix it, and we rehost. What nation are you? You're Tunis.
Yeah.
Who are you even fighting?
The Venice, but
What was your stability
something.
before the stab it bug? Be honest.
0.
Okay, what was your admin at?
1760. I mean, I didn't spend admin, it was 0.
0, okay. Alright, so and then your war exhaustion, do you remember what that was? And your prestige?
I didn't have war exhaustion, and prestige was like 40.
Are you sure you had no war exhaustion?
Yeah, because I'm blockading him. Maybe you can make it 2. Like, I don't know how much it gives from battles.
I need some edits for heavy skill issues.
Why leave the US? The company I work for my day job is based in Europe. I should say one of the companies I work for is based in Europe. The other one's based in the Middle East. So if I still continue living in California, I have to deal with like 10-hour differences. It's 9 to Europe, 10 to the Middle East. So basically, you know, that's meetings at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., sometimes 2 and 3 a.m. Yeah, I work completely remote, so I could live anywhere in the world, basically. All the work I do is full remote. Lebanon has its problems, that's for sure. But given the money I'm making, it's like, would put me already in the top 1% of Lebanese income. I'm contractor, PK Rock, and I work for 2 different companies. I work also more than 40 hours a week now. I work 35 hours for one company and 15 hours for another a week. So I work on weekends sometimes, well, every weekend pretty much. Family in Lebanon, yeah, all my extended family is from Lebanon. all the young people basically left after the financial crisis, but people are coming back, and Lebanon is resurging now. This is going to be the first year in 7 years that Lebanon has had a increase in GDP. But all of my like older extended family live in Lebanon. It makes a lot of sense, but you know, there's some concerns, especially for my wife's family. They think Lebanon is like Iran, and they think the Middle East is all like just desert, and we live in tents, and I take a camel to work. It's genuinely how they see the. Who is Sarathi? Is there someone hot joining?
No, I can't even see him on player list.
Is Mexico in player war? Oh my god, it just golden arrowed.
Oh fuck, unlucky. I mean, good thing is I think we can restore the golden arrow, right?
Yeah, the truth is, working 60 hours would put us like ahead living in California. But if we lived in Lebanon, we'd be saving a lot of money. That's like one of the benefits of moving to Lebanon. It's like we'd be barely saving in California, and that's like if there's nothing happening, like no extenuating circumstances or like car repairs or something like that. But yeah, no, Lebanon's really nice. There's like a lot of really nice aspects to it. And I was talking about this last time. $600 a month gives you a luxury 4-bedroom, 160 square meters apartment in Lebanon. $600 a month in northern Lebanon. It's different in Beirut, obviously, but I'm not living in Beirut. But wouldn't your stream schedule change? Actually, no. I'm in Lebanon right now. Actually, I prefer being in Lebanon for stream schedule because then I don't have to wake up early to stream EU4 multiplayer. Waking up at 8 a.m.
Wait, was it ever like awkward to talk about your coworkers? Oh, Habibi, you look so sleepy. Why?
Oh no, they would always bring that up. It was so annoying. They'd be like, oh well, you know, Yemen or Habibi woke up at 2 a.m. for this meeting. Or like someone would be like, Yemen is up at 2 a.m. and was early to this meeting. You guys are late. And sometimes I would miss meetings because I just didn't wake up. What's my time right now? 9:41 p.m. It feels a lot nicer playing EU4 multiplayer in the evening. It feels much more like an evening game than a morning game. I mean, no game is a morning game. A grown person. Yeah, Lebanon has its problems. For example, you only get actually during the height of the economic crisis, it was even worse, but it's getting better now. But on a good day, you get 12 hours of government electricity or like state electricity. The other 12 hours, you either have to use your battery from your solar panels, because that's become basically standard after the economic crisis. Because at the height of the economic crisis, like you're lucky if you got 4 hours a day of electricity. Solar, yeah, solar is really great here now. Like every single place has solar. How's the Lebanese government? I mean, the Lebanese government has its problems too. There's no taxes on or tariffs on solar ever since the economic crisis in Lebanon, and they're probably going to keep that for a long time. And you can buy cheap Chinese solar panels and batteries in Lebanon. It's like $3,000 to set up a couple solar panels and a battery. Yeah. Like I said, though, the infrastructure is getting better now. The new Lebanese government's doing a lot of stuff, which is good. They just repaved a bunch of roads. Like state electricity is increasing. Like I said, it has its problems. Maybe even more so than other places in the world. Yeah, like I said, in Lebanon, ever since the economic crisis, they removed import tariffs on solar panels. Another downside of living in Lebanon is driving. There's not really any public transportation. There's a lot of private public transportation, basically like people running their own buses and stuff. But you basically need a car, or you need like a driver, which is pretty cheap in Lebanon. You can get like a driver in Lebanon for like $500 a month, and he'll come and pick you up and drop you off for your work, which is insane. Insane. Private driver for that much. He makes money from being a private driver for multiple people, but why not build a foreigner capital? We could. I'm avoiding building buildings right now until this grade debasement is over and we get national bank. But yeah, if you drive yourself, it's like every time I drive in Lebanon, and I completely forgot about this, but every time you drive in Lebanon, I'm just gonna build this fort now. Every time you drive in Lebanon, you feel like grateful that you didn't get a car accident. There's some really horrible drivers here. A lot of people drive without driver's licenses as well, so they have like no education on driving. And to get a license in Lebanon, you need to go to driver's school. That's like a relatively new law. Before, you just need to pass a driving test, where all you do is drive a manual car. You drive it around the block, drive it around a circle with no obstacles, and then to finish off the exam, you back up and parallel park, and then that's your end of your exam. You back up the car, and then also you parallel park, and that's the end of your exam. So if you knew how to do that, you used to be able to get a license. And not only that, if you just you could also bribe the guy giving the exam, which was relatively common. So yeah, and there's also no street lights, there's no stop signs, and there's some asshole drivers. Yeah, newbies. 7K would... When I was giving the 3K, that's just like a couple solar panels and a battery so you can function with the government, the state electricity. And then you use the state electricity to use your battery. And then you use the solar to supplement the battery spending, so you're not spending too much on electricity. No one yields, dude. You gotta live for yourself. It's the Wild West of driving, Lebanon. But if you want to actually be like off the grid, you need to spend 7K. That sounds about right. And then you just completely off the grid solar, which I know some people are. Plus side of Lebanon is the food. Such amazing food. And groceries are cheap except for meat. Meat is pretty expensive. More expensive than in California. But you make up for the cost of groceries because everything else is cheaper. Like literally everything else is cheaper. You can get like a kilo of tomatoes for like 20 cents. I think that's correct. Yeah. Cherries are more expensive. My dad loves cherries. That's why I know that. Yeah, we have our own chickens. On my dad's property, he has chickens. They produce, every other day they produce about 20 eggs. It's insane. Am I still alive in game? I don't know, dude. I'm surprised the Chinese haven't partitioned me yet, honestly. And there's no offensive play we can do here. It's only defensive. I don't know how many chickens my dad has, but it's a bunch of them. And they produce a lot of eggs. Yeah, it's every other day, yeah. Plus, you have an alarm clock. There's no armories in this mod. It's a mod thing. We're catching up on admin tech right on time. The inflation is just going to keep getting worse. This ends in 6 years. Can't keep up with these mods. Neither can I, dude. We're going back to vanilla. Too many mods. Too much bloat. That was one thing that really bothers me in the US is that a lot of the rent just keeps getting higher, and a lot of landlords, they're legally allowed to increase it by, I believe, 10% every year, and there's not really much you can do. And then, like, since you can't really save that much money, it's like you're not gonna buy a house until like you're 40, and by the time you're 40, the house prices are probably going to increase. And not only that, you have people lobbying to not build more housing, which is crazy. Because, oh, if you build more housing, my properties won't increase in value. That's what I've been trying to tell my wife. It's like, dude, we could live here 4 years, save money, and then go back to the US and buy a house. You know? Buying a house is a dream in America, but if we save money here, we could eventually buy a house. And that would save, like, that, you know, that's like the dream, you know what I mean? You have your own property, doing your own things. And it was crazy idea. And I know a lot of people, they keep saying, like some chatters, when I say, oh yeah, I might move to Lebanon from US, to them that's like a crazy concept, especially since everything that's happened politically. But then I was thinking that's kind of a crazy idea. Then I came here and I was like, dude, why not?
Yeah, I'm back. Wait, my gold mine depleted, bro. It's over.
Lebanon is pretty stable right now. There's a lot of there's still, like, Israel still does, like, every other day violates airspace. There was an MK drone flying over South Lebanon like all day the other day. And they will randomly, like, bomb targets in the south with no one doing anything. I'm in northern Lebanon, so yeah, there's nothing happening here. And like I said, the government situation is getting better. Did you think about any other country that Lebanon to move to? Yes, I was looking at some other options. But I was actually thinking about some other options. If you have like a certain amount of income from working remote and you have like a certain amount saved up, there's a couple European countries that you can move to. Music is louder than you. Okay, here. Sorry, it's also because my mic is far away. Yeah, so there's like a couple European countries. You didn't tell me the name of the sub. Gonna have to Hotjoin Sakoto sub. Sorry, chat. But yeah, you need to have like a certain amount of money saved up, and you need to be earning a certain amount of money, and then you need to also pay like a lawyer to help you get the right kind of visa. It's a digital nomad visa, becoming more and more of a thing. The couple countries that have like the cheapest options for that are Malta and Estonia. The thing is though, like, dude, I don't know anyone in those countries. I don't know anyone in either of those countries. So like, to me, Lebanon makes like a lot of sense. And like, if you living in those countries isn't even that much cheaper. Like, it's cheaper, but it's not like the level of Lebanon. Yeah. Come on, dude. Can I stop getting negative stab events? Dude, quite nice. I'm also gonna have to turn on maintenance again. So I had to stop taking internal conflicts. Yeah, and like Lebanon, I don't think I told chat this, but I have a sister, a new sister. Okay, my dad remarried, and I have a sister, a newborn sister, which is crazy because I'm gonna have children that are born in the same year. But you know, I'm happy for my dad. I'm happy for his new wife. Yeah. So yeah, like I can be around my dad, I can be around my newborn sister, I can be around my entire extended family, my uncles, my aunts, my grandma, and I think I've told chat this before too. My family, different families are different in Lebanon, but some families, like my family, have very close ties with the extended family. I know all the way up to my 9th cousin, like 9 away. Like we share the same great grandfather, and I know them. I know them like on a personal basis. And not only that, my family name has sway in northern Lebanon. Like a lot of people have respect for my family. My family is known for having like a lot of doctors, engineers, intellectuals type people. So there's like, I always forget how it's like, you know, but it's pretty cool, you know, living somewhere where, you know, you say your name and people like immediately give you respect. Yeah, it's kind of like a clan. Have I made my family proud? I would say so. A lot of them, like when I told them I'm thinking of moving to Lebanon, that makes them really happy. Because you have to remember, due to the economic crisis in Lebanon, a lot of young people moved out because there was no job opportunities, and there still isn't. As a matter of fact, the most people who are making it work in Lebanon are like me, remote workers. Because, you know, they make a good salary for Lebanon. Like, if you make like $3,000 a month in Lebanon, you're doing good. And if you do working for like an external company, full remote, that's possible. So when I tell my extended family, oh yeah, I'm thinking of moving to Lebanon, it makes them very happy because, like I said, for the last 7 years, it was just all the young people leaving. And that's something that I talked about in chat the other day. You can tell that like a lot of the young people left. You know, when I go visit family, it's just the older people. When I talk to my cousins, they're all in other countries. But a lot of people are now moving back, especially since full remote work is becoming more popular. And for a lot of Lebanese people, if they're working remote, they'd rather live in Lebanon than live in another country. But yeah, Lebanese firms don't pay well for obvious reasons. There's no money. And like I said, the economic situation's finally getting better. 250 million just yesterday or the day before. I forget. It's either yesterday or the day before. Come on, dude. Corruption stability event. Corruption stability event. A lot of what was I gonna say? yeah, yesterday or the day before yesterday, $250 million just got approved as a grant to Lebanon to rebuild from the Israeli war. They said that they quoted 11 billion is needed to rebuild infrastructure after the war. And they're starting with 1 billion with 250 million right now. And Lebanon needs to adhere by certain transparency and economic policies in order for them to get the other 750 million. And then the other 10 billion they will get through other grants and low interest loans, given that Lebanon continues adhering by those economic policies. That's really big news for Lebanon. So it's looking up. Things are looking up. If Israel could stop bombing us, that would be nice too. And stop just leaving drones in the sky. You ever experienced that, chat? Just a drone in the sky going... After a little while, you just tone it out. It's not IMF. It's not IMF. It's USA and World Bank Middle East. The IMF said that they would give loans, given that Lebanon uses its national reserves to pay off and restructure other debt, but Lebanon refused because their strategy to rebuild the Lebanon economy made no sense. Oh yeah, for sure. Syria getting sanctions removed on it is really big. You have to remember that Lebanon is West-leaning. No matter what you hear in the media, the Lebanese government has been relatively and still is West-leaning. Even when China was like, "Hey, we'll give you like $20 billion if you join the Belt and Road program," they rejected the money because they didn't want to piss off the West. And even now, they're very West-leaning. Like the prime minister of Lebanon the other day condemned the Iran attack on the Qatari airbase, which is very, West-leaning move. Like, yeah, dude, we condemn that. Damn, but Iran. How strong is Hezbollah nowadays? It's basically dying out. That's basically the consensus. We'll see in the next municipality elections next year how it goes. But it was never strong in certain communities. It's only one community in particular that it was strong in. Yeah, and with sanctions being removed on Syria, that meant that Lebanon could also trade with Syria, because Lebanon itself was like, oh, the West is sanctioning Syria? Okay, I guess we'll sanction our biggest trade and development partner. And the Syrian civil war happened. It also ruined a lot of things too. But now that that's been removed, and then also a bunch of Lebanese companies are now getting contracted to rebuild Syria, which is really good for Lebanon because that's money that's going to flow back into Lebanon. And yeah, the fact that Syria is doing that. I mean, Fang, Lebanon is not a Muslim country. In terms of Christians per capita going to church, I think Lebanon ranks in the top 5. Yeah, I know. There's some concerns with Syria. I'm not saying that Syria is perfect, guys. If I were to end who would I end? Is UA's in the chat, so UA. There's realistically no 1v1 that I would win right now.
You can hit me when I'm busy fighting this Burma.
Yeah, I gank you with Burma.
Yeah. I think Burma, oh my god. Check how many ideas Burma has. think both of you wouldn't win. Because he's probably weaker than you would.
If I could 1v1 Burma, I would.
Because, you know, yeah, but I think I will have that honor. I'm almost ready. I'm almost 400 force. Like, I can't even fill my force limit. I need to like higher max.
Even like culturally, Lebanon is very west leaning. I mean, yeah, also Christianity, the Western religion, is also came out of the Middle East. And so, like I just said, some of the most devout, Lebanon has some of the most like devout Christians living in it. We have like a big statue of Mary next to Beirut, and you see like gigantic crosses, especially where I live in northern Lebanon. Tripoli is very Sunni Muslim majority, but if you just go 15 minutes out, it's all a bunch of Greek Orthodox and Maronite Christians. There's like a monastery that's like 5 minutes from my house that's literally in the mountain. I don't know how they even built it because there's no roads going toward it. So that means people like brought blocks and building material, walked them through a hiking trail basically, and then built a monastery on the side of the mountain. That's another really cool thing about Lebanon is you have some of the most, the longest continuously living in cities and towns in Lebanon. Betroun and Byblos are two that I can think on top of my head. I don't think anyone's calling for that, Rizé. And what does that even mean? Generally. Alright, yeah. Never. Let's get out of the religion talk chat. That doesn't really benefit anyone, and it just becomes toxic. Yeah, we should be spying for cheaper tech. That's a great point. Who do I spy on? Spy on Bukhara. I really do like how this channel doesn't shy away from the more controversial stuff. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to talk about things without people like immediately getting super defensive or, you know, fighting. At least that's what I hope, but people still fight, or people like take things I say out of context. Like there was that whole phase where I was talking about how I was becoming more religious and practicing Islam more, and then there was like Discord groups paired up, like Discord groups where it's like, it's Jover, Habibi is a Muslim fundamentalist extremist, he prays 5 times a day. And if that's your category for a Muslim extremist, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. That's just wild. Oh, he prays 5 times a day. Oh, he's an extremist. Evelyn... what? But we made Victor leave. Yeah, keep it civil. Yeah, dude, that was a funny phase. Yeah, when we were living in like rural Southern California, which exists. We were living in a town that had like so many churches and so many different denominations. Oh, UA? What's going on here? I white peace. I don't want to be in this war. That was funny. It was just like like at least a couple times a week. You guys don't know this story. When me and my wife first got married, we were living in a town in basically rural California. And what happened?
You know, the fake war we did. I gave him some promises to harmonize, and I took them back now.
Nothing's happening, dude.
No, wait like 2 months and something will happen.
Chat, I literally can't do anything. I need them to do something. I need my neighbors to do something if we want to do something. And they're not doing anything.
See, something happened.
Yeah, something happened, dude. I was bad, nothing happening.
Probably need some mix.
Yeah, so when I was living in like rural California, I'll just say the story quickly because I said it in the past. When I was living in rural California, there was this town. The town we lived in had so many churches and so many different denominations: Pescatarian, Baptist, Mormons, Catholics, Mexican Catholics because they're different than normal Catholics. All these different types, and at least multiple times a week, every single week without fail, missionaries would come to our house because word got around that me and my wife were Muslim. And they would come and be like, please, we want you to convert. We don't want you to get damned to hell. You guys seem like such a nice family. All this other stuff. And I would just sit outside, and they would even come sometimes when I wasn't around at home, which was one of the shadiest things they would do. They would wait until I wasn't home and then wait until my wife was there so they could try to convert my wife. And I would always tell my wife the same thing: just give them my number, and then I'll set up the time for them to come when I'm around. And I would literally sit outside my house and for like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes even longer, debate them on religion. And then they would always do the same thing. They would talk, I don't go out of my way to debate people on religion, but if you're coming to my house to try to convert me, I am. Always the same thing would happen. I would bring up these same arguments. They would try to counter, or they would get flustered, and then they would go talk to their parish leader or their priest or or whatever, and then they would come back with new information. And it's usually basically like especially the people of like the Protestant, like Baptists and Pescatarians were like the most persistent. The Mormons tried a little bit, and then they just stopped. Completely stopped. But the Pescatarian and the Baptists especially just always were trying, and they would bring talking points that are like brought up by like David Wood, I think his name is. And I know they're David Wood talking points because I looked them up and I was like, dude, they're literally using talking points from like very Islamophobic people, right? Because that's their perception. And it was just hilarious to me. And I at one point bought like 10 translated Qurans. What is it? The specific translation. It's like the simple Quran or something like that. No, it's not called that. I forget which translation it was. This was like a year ago, year plus. And I would just hand them out. The craziest, the clear Quran. Yeah, that one. And then what was the craziest was there was this Baptist guy that was training to become a priest, and then he stopped after he started talking to me, And he came over one day and he's like, you know what? Like, there's a lot of things that you're saying. Oh, the great debasement is over. There's a lot of things you're saying that make me like really agree with what you're saying. And then I was like, oh, right, great. Then you should convert. And he's like, no, but I don't want to like turn on my team like that. And I was just like, okay, dude. Yeah, it's over. The great debasement is over. But look at our inflation. And I never got National Bank. Oh my god, dude. No, chat. I refuse to debate anyone on chat about religion. So don't even start, please. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, I don't want, like, you know, my family will isolate me. People will do this, all this other stuff. I get it. Whatever. Teach their own. Like I said, if someone comes to my house, tries to convert me and my wife, or tries to isolate my wife to try to convert her, then yeah, I'm going to sit and debate you for hours in person. But on Twitch chat, no, there's no point. Yeah. Literally no point. Just stop. Is your wife Christian? No, she's Muslim. She converted. Before we got married. Before we got engaged. Her choice. She was raised Christian, and she had an experience that basically made her be like, I'm not Christian anymore, but I believe in God. I'm cooked in a 1v1, but if something happens, then there's happening, you know what I mean, chat? Okay, we need to catch up in tech and then reduce inflation and then build buildings. We keep stacking money. I mean, Fang, that was basically the essential aspect of my wife converting. She was like, you know, I believe in one God. I believe in God. I don't believe with a lot of things. Christianity doesn't make sense to me. What my wife said, okay? Christianity doesn't make sense to me. I've had bad experience with going to different churches. There's one specific experience she had with basically her grandmother started going to a new church and she took my wife. Of course, she wasn't my wife at the time. She was like a teenager. And the pastor, when he did the prayers, he told everyone to kneel, and then he stood facing the congregation while everyone did their prayers, and he would like yell at people to kneel. And she felt like it was so weird. And then she's like, I'm not going to church anymore. Thing, it's a debated topic on current Islamic debate. There is basically Islamically you're allowed to marry women of the book. So basically any woman that's Jewish or Christian, you're able to marry them. And some even argue just monotheists, as long as they don't do shirk, association with God. But there is a new debate that is becoming more prevalent in Islamic clerical debate that no, you are not allowed to marry Christian women specifically because the Christianity during the time of the Prophet is different than the Christianity of today. Again, that's just what they're saying. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying that's what is being... So now Islamic imams are like refusing to do those kind of marriages. And my local mosque back in California, he said the other reason why he stopped doing those type of marriages is because he noticed that those type of marriages had the highest level of divorce within the Islamic community. And it usually boiled down to when they had kids, the husband wanted to teach them Islam and the wife would either say like no or push Christianity, or she would be like, oh, let them do their own thing, like don't do anything, and then when they become 18 you can teach them if they want to. And then as Muslim men, they like be like, well, I kind of want to teach them while they're kids, you know, and teach them what I believe. So yeah, that's also another reason why imams in America specifically, well, in this anecdotal case, the imam doesn't do that even though he doesn't believe that it's haram for a Muslim man to marry a Christian woman.
Okay, I think this build might not be it. I just lost 150k manpower in one battle.
Holy.
And 300 is my max, so... I don't even have to take 14. Oops.
Guys, Nova Paula is baiting. Please don't get baited. He's baiting. He's baiting. He's baiting. He's baiting. He's baiting. Yeah, this goes. I disagree, Noobsybot. I didn't get any of the Islamic rituals as a kid. I've talked about this when I was younger. Like, I did all the stuff because, you know, my parents were like, you know, this is what we do. This is how you should do it, da 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 da. But I felt like it was just like, I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting what was going on. I wasn't really like... It wasn't until I got older and had a period of not adhering to Islamic beliefs that when I went back and I explored Islam, I don't know why I said it, Islam, was when I actually felt meaning behind it. Did I get a haircut? No. I still haven't gone to the guy. I'm sorry, that was a bait. I know you were baiting. I just hope that other people didn't know you were baiting. Hair looks good, thank you. I want to get the top a little bit shorter, and I need to also clean up my beard and stuff. I clicked.
No, Tunis is raiding my land, bro. Why?
Do you think Abrahamic religions are harsh on pagans? Okay. One thing I have to say is that you have to see that some old pagan practices were genuinely problematic in any context. Like, for example, the people of Phoenicia who would do like ritualistic sacrifices of babies, like stuff like that. And then the question that I would say to you is like, would you be accepting of a person that believed that you should sacrifice his babies every now and then? Personally, I believe that you should just let people believe whatever they want. It's their personal choice and their own personal, whatever, convictions. But that's like one of the like arguments against religions, like, oh man, they were so harsh against pagans. but there was genuinely in a lot of in pre-Islamic Arabian pagan rituals, there was like if you got a girl as your first child, you should bury her in the sand, stuff like that. Like that's genuinely problematic. Yeah, exactly, Cray Kyle. Exactly, Obaluna. Exactly. We have to do a hot. It's very low chance for development since all of my provinces are really high. I've been debating it. Is it worth colonizing with the colonist? 2 ducats a month. I'm with low income. 2 ducats a month is something. Yeah, to my mind, it comes Arab paganism, which had a lot of problematic things in it. Like no matter what context. I guess we're looking at a modern day lens, so.
Victor.
Allah seni kör etsin amına koyayım. Sen Tunus'un değil mi?
Kanka adamı da raidledim, bir şey olmaz.
Ha çok iyi ama.
Onu daha çok raidledim için daha da daha çok para verdi.
Habibi can you ban this guy?
We have the bones, yeah. No, it definitely happened, and this is a Phoenician stuff, not Romans, not Carthage. Carthage is a colony of Phoenicia, or was. Well, I think that a lot of religion also gets taken out of context. Newbie spot. I think religion gets taken out of context, both by people adhering to the religion and people who are using it as like a tool to like disprove or hate on a religion. And the big example of that is a Quranic passage where it's saying to, kill the heathens, I guess. But then if you take it out of context, you go, oh my God, the Muslims, it says in your Quran to do this. But then you see that this was talking about a specific situation where there was betrayal and there was a war going on. And it gets used by both sides. Like extremists who go, look, yeah. Like, and use it as a weapon and be like, oh yeah, it's actually lawful. And, you won't go to hell for killing innocent of these type of people. But then it's actually... Doesn't it have the Quran about inheritance law? There's one chapter that covers inheritance law, not half. One chapter where it covers inheritance law, not half. The Quran covers a lot of things. I'd say one of the most talked about topics in the Quran is post-death things, like Day of Judgment.
Habibi?
Yeah? Yeah?
Nabi asked me to hotjoin on his colony. Is it...
Oh, we just did a hotjoin, dude.
Oh, fuck. That's fine. I'll wait for the next Rehost then. He's trolling, bro.
Right, but can you disagree with that part? I mean, but what was the context? It's talking about a very specific situation that happened in the past. And a commandment to people that don't live right now. So what is there to disagree with?
Hey, Habibi, can you kill my rebels?
Sure, dude.
Thank you. We are always China, bros.
Gambling is haram. I'm kind of tired. How do you come up with this stuff, dude? There's something in the food in Malta that makes Hubs such a funny guy. I'm kind of tired. Are we arguing? I'm not arguing with anyone. Chatters are arguing. There's nothing happening in game. There's literally nothing happening in game. I'm just sitting here waiting for something to happen. But that's the situation you are when you're like a really weak nation. You just sit and wait, and you got to be patient. for the right opportunity to do something. Until then, it's nothing ever happens, bros. I'm all in. Nothing ever happens.
Just play Broken Arrow in the meanwhile.
For real. There's no content in bossing, say. I'm not arguing with anyone. There's chatters arguing, but that's their prerogative. I do not encourage argument. Like I said before we even started this discussion, that this is most likely not going to be productive, and there's essentially no point. Except maybe pissing off someone. Rizé, I don't think Bilal, I think there's a misinterpretation here. I don't think Bilal is saying that religion is a tool. I think he's saying that people in the past have used religion as a tool to do their own things or get their own thing across, which I actually agree with. The Crusades is a big example of that, where, you know, religion was used as a tool. And even in current day, it's still used. I'm not gonna shy away from that. Yeah, definitely used today. Iberia, dude. Weren't most Iberians not Catholic when the Islamic invasions happened, which is the reason why they were so disunited? I'm talking like historically. And didn't a lot of like nobles and landowners switch to Islam to basically get more power? And that's why the conquest of Iberia was so fast. And yeah, and also, just FYI, guys, jihad doesn't mean holy war. If you guys watch the YouTuber PaxTube, you might think that, but jihad does not translate into holy war. It means holy struggle, but that basically, every person has a struggle in their life. That's kind of like the Islamic perspective on life, that life is, in essence, struggle. And for a Muslim believer, they have constant religious struggle because they're always faced with challenges and trials in life.
Yeah, Habibi, the border of the war didn't even change. Are you ready for another round of nothing?
Are you gonna win, dude? Come on, you gotta win.
I don't think I can. Maybe, I think, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna sit there and wait for tech maybe. But even then, they're better at that tech.
When are we playing Jihadi Sultans? Honestly, that would have been an amazing name for the Crusader Kings. Instead of saying Crusader Kings 3, let's call it Jihadi Sultans 3. Why not, dude? That's a great idea. Chat, thoughts?
I think chat likes that very much.
You gotta win, dude.
I'm recovering 8.5k a month.
Massive.
So if I wait like 12 months, I'm gonna get like 100k manpower.
Yeah, this is so pain, this China gameplay. I kind of wish I was dead. Oh man, nothing ever happens, bros.
Yeah, you've been right again. They're always right. Do I really have to go into that?
There's no mandate. It's just like non-existent. It's there, but it's no one can take that. All right. Thank you, Bilal. I was gonna say that. This concept of the Muslim world and the Christian world was not a thing until the First Crusade. That's something that modern day, like, alt-right Christian conservatives like to point to a lot. There was a lot of infighting and political infighting between both religions, and even after the Crusades there was. Even during the Crusades there was. Huge big facts. I mean, for most people saying that, usually it makes, like, for their like debate points to make sense, it has to be an us versus them argument. What did Napoleon say, chat? What did Napoleon say? History is a bunch of lies that people basically agreed upon. I like that quote. Because look at my EU4 game. This is not how the world looked like in 1563. Something must be wrong. Ship trade power. That's the best Napoleon quote. None of these Egyptians want to sleep with me. Where's my Cleopatra? SMH, I'm trying to LARP as Caesar. I need a Cleopatra. I think this would be very useful here, chat. What do you think? Or this one, blockade efficiency, ship trade power. Oh. What does this give? I think that I really griefed by not taking ship trade power 20%. That would have been so useful here. Same with blockade efficiency. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was saying from the beginning, Bilal. These conversations literally go nowhere. There's no point to them. Which is why I'm not getting involved in them. I might start timing out people. Oh. Thank you, Stir Fried Penguin. I'm glad a lot of people are in chat agreeing with
so
me.
much manpower per month.
Even
like,
today.
I lose 150 every battle, but I recover also 150 every battle. Because they take so long.
Even today, dude, people still try to context this like monoliths. Will I unite China? Probably not. I didn't get National Bank yet, no. I wish I did. I'm saving money so I don't waste money from inflation. And then we can build all these. The bank was a lie, dude. I'm gonna get... that's the key, chat. We have to keep saying it's not real for it to pop. That's what happened with Victor. Everyone else got it? The hell?
What was max ticking, by the way, Habibi? Do you remember?
Max ticking war score? I think it's 40.
Okay.
Chat, you remember Paxtube on in my games? Do you remember that guy? This is a guy that had a YouTube channel with hundreds, still does, with hundreds of subscribers, basically promoting the Crusades, the Reconquista, saying they were not bad, saying that the Crusades were actually a very good thing. Basically very, you know, not even subtle Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. Anti-Jewish, anti-Muslim guy. And he would play on my server, and I didn't know who he was, and he would play on my server, and I just always like, that always gives me a chuckle. Because this guy is like openly on YouTube making videos with hundreds of thousands of views about why, you know, about all these crazy topics. Talking about how Crusades were good, talking about how hentai is actually good for you and porn is bad, which is also a crazy, crazy, crazy thing to say. and and he would play on my server, and I'm like, dude, I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, dude, you know, like I'm like Muslim Arab guy. No, Paxtube, I'm not promoting him. Don't watch his videos. He literally uses like open anti-Semites as his sources on his YouTube videos. Yeah, where's the poll? I'm disappointed in you, chats. I'm disappointed in you. No, I'm not talking about Budget Monk. I'm not talking about Budget Monk. My favorite Budget Monk moment was when I raided him, and this is before I knew that he was doing this stuff. I only raided him because he would raid me, and you know, that's like Twitch etiquette. Someone raids you, you should like try to raid him back when you have the chance to do so. And I raided him once, and he was like, Habibi, oh, thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. I would say that I love you for it, but you know, you're Muslim. And then I was like, wait, what? And then he went on like an hour rant that I watched the whole thing of when I had like things to do. And about why like, you know, Islam is bad. And I was like, when did Budget Monks start being like this? let's see how the poll is doing. 17 yes, 6 no. I'm disappointed in chat. I'm disappointed. Oh, National Bank, it's real. It's real. Definitely the inflation. Based. I can finally get rid of this inflation. I need to save up for this to get ideas. Should have done that earlier. All through level 3 advisors.
Okay, now surely this front will move, and I take this -3.
I only have. I need one general chat. Do these. I mean, real take here. All porn is very bad and damaging for your brain, and more so damaging to your brain. It's bad for your relationships. Really bad for your relationships. If you want to have good, fruitful relationships in the future, don't watch porn. Don't watch hentai. Just all forms of pornography. And if you really need to bust one out, just use your imagination, dude. Just use your imagination and you know, let it out, dude. And then you won't feel wrong because you're like, well, I was just like feeling that way and I used my imagination and no one was exploited in the process. I don't think there's anything wrong with using your imagination is basically what I'm saying. Bro, using your imagination take hours? Not if you don't watch porn and you don't do it that often. That's a fact. If you can't use your imagination, you just have a weak mental. But if you think about hentai, don't use your imagination to think about hentai, chat. Oh my god. It's probably also good for your brain to use imagination. Like, it builds your creativity skills.
Habibi,
Yeah,
your wish came true. I'm winning.
that wasn't my wish.
I suspected, but it was fine.
I need this. I can't spam inflation button.
Thing is, I'm fighting like this build is so strong that I'm taking battles that is -3 with two nations that are both 1k dev, that I'm like barely losing them or winning them. I think it is quite strong. I had my suspicions at first, but
He went like a quantity build on UA, which means he has like 300 force limit. What's your force limit?
420.
Oh my god. And what's your manpower?
400. See, see, something happened. Wait, I had to send peace.
Yeah, quantity eco. He said send peace.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know. I think he might have mental boomed. I don't know why he's like Omega weak. He's like 1k dev. Maybe the cab is weak.
Was our build quality influence infrastructure? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
This guy baited me. He said 10 piece but didn't accept Giga Chat.
He didn't like the piece.
Yeah.
He just wants to see what you want.
Yeah, I want everything. What is Burma worth? Nothing.
Everything.
Everything. That's me, dude. My name is actually Saladin.
Yeah, dude. If you start using your imagination, you're building a muscle. You're building your imagination muscle and your brain. Okay? And then over time you get better at it. Right? And then that's good. You think China's a fun region to play in? I don't really like it that much. Better than India, though. West Africa? I have a list. It's Portugal,
Yo,
AQ,
is that
Punjab,
Burma?
Moldova. Those are the
Yeah, it is.
nations.
How you doing?
Good war, by the way. I was gonna ask you, you are like 19 ideas. Most of the war.
Yeah.
That, like, I was like, because everyone finished their ideas like long ago. Why did you wait that long? Is that like something you waited for?
It was just integrating my vassals. Took
Ah,
a big
okay.
hit.
Oh, I guess there's a lot of battles here, right? Did you start as
Tangu.
Ava or something else? Tangu.
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 Okay, okay. Good war. I think this build is
Yeah.
just too good. Because
Dude,
Yeah.
I still can't get
recovering
generals to
not
work on my
10K,
computer, man.
Manpower a month.
And my uncle wants to play
I don't
generals.
think it's beatable in a long war like this.
Oh, there we go.
I'll try for one more push.
You did good though. I don't want to see the casualties, man. They're gonna be so scary. It's gonna be like 5-1. How many did you lose? I lost 1.4 million.
500k.
Come to Lebanon, dude, and fix it.
That's crazy, yo. This guy did
Okay,
three
we'll
times
sit down and
damage.
fix it in Discord. Not today, but fine.
Is it scorched?
Sure, Lol
No,
Nude.
this
No,
is
it
the only
isn't.
time you didn't scorch. No joke, I was kind of worried. and
I'll
I
make it a sub goal after
couldn't
this
push
sub
you.
goal
I
gets
was like,
reached.
okay, is this the over?
Habibi's Daycare Custom Nations, the
As
last
soon as
one I'll
one-
ever do for
Ek
you four.
left, it was
Yeah,
over.
yeah. Why did he laugh, by the way? Because he was like,
He wanted
And then we'll make the
to
next
attack
sub goal
Mongols.
Ambinar.
okay.
Yeah.
Because he was in my DM saying like, I don't know. What did he call me? Let me see. Fuck you, I'm fight time till I'm bankrupt or something. I don't know. Yeah. Quite interesting. China #1.
Truly.
On release,
I mean, you've got like
no,
3 times my numbers. I just
Evelyn.
can't compete.
Yeah. I am. One of my force is 400. Without the stratagems. But every battle, I go down to your force.
I already said this on my live stream. The devs have a lot to focus on before the game releases. There's no world where custom nations come out on release. We can do Ambinar as the next sub goal. That's no need. We know how. This is not fun gameplay right now. Why is no one doing anything? UA is fighting Burma, but he's winning. That's not what we need, chat. We needed him to lose and lose badly. I wouldn't say I'm screwed, but I'm not necessarily doing good. And I can't really do any aggressive plays without ganking. Exodus is too late, and plus it's banned. Q Habibi phase again. This is not my choice. Discord poker. There's a good reason why it's banned. We didn't have it banned for a while, but always the same thing happens with Exodus nations. The same exact thing always happens with Exodus nations. They go in Exodus, they get giga strong because New World is really strong, and you get really rich, really strong, really fast when you're in the New World. And then they're in the New World and they have nothing to do after they beat up the colonists, and so they just start joining random wars across the earth. What nation do I want to play next? I don't choose my own nations. Chad does. 10 gifted subs you get on the list. You can bribe me. It's Portugal. Someone gifted 50 subs for that because I said I'm not going to play Portugal again. It's Portugal, AQ, Punjab, which is basically playing like Sirhind, Moldova. Nah, the time will come. The time will come. And the good thing about G is that we have really good ideas for rapid expansion. We have 15 core cost here. We have a permanent buff to core cost 10, so we have 25 core cost. We have 10 province war score, and we have 5 admin efficiency. Make the picks weighed by gifted subs. True. I mean, in this kind of situation, you have to cope for mental health. I'm imagining it. I'm imagining it, chat. They're just chilling. I have them because you can build naval buildings inland. See? AQ is viable. That's like in every mod. Moldova isn't, but we'll just do another minor nations lobby. Opening your stream just to say that we could be playing Broken Arrow. We could, dude! We'll do one Broken Arrow after. I'm 900 elo, dude, and I've been barely playing. I just play like a game here or there. But I have like a 70% win rate. I'm imagining that too, dude. I'm using my imagination. That's what you guys don't understand. When you build an imagination, anything is possible. Dude, I had a crazy nap dream. Dude, why are nap dreams, real question for chat, why are nap dreams so vivid? Okay? I had the most vivid nap dream of all time. And it was like giga vivid, dude. I was a movie actor. But like, at first I didn't know I was a movie actor, so I was genuinely scared. And they were bringing up these huge things, and there was like an attack helicopter, and I was in a skyscraper, and then we had like a showdown, and I thought I was actually in it. Then a director said, cut! And then someone said, oh, that's really good, but your face is not red enough. So this woman came with a stick and started whacking me in the face with a stick. And she's like, sorry about this. And the director said, make sure you hit it good. His face needs to be more red. And she just kept whacking me in the face. And then my face, I looked in the mirror and it was all messed up and it was all red. And I was like, and then I woke up. But it like, what, dude? Dude, how did Tunis get this island? Someone unconned? I definitely think it's the overwhelmed things. Dude, it doesn't help that my family always talk to me about how having babies are so hard. And then they go, you're getting two! Like my brother, like he will call me on the phone and he'll be like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? How's your mental state going? Are you prepared for your twins? And I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm good, da-da-da-da, you know, like, yeah, twins, it's gonna be tough, da-da-da. And he goes, dude, my first child was was literally the hardest thing that I have ever done in my life. Keep in mind, my brother got a PhD in mechanical engineering. So he's like, having a baby was the hardest thing in my life. And you're having two! And I just go, well, thanks. I wasn't really worried about it, but now I am. I'm surprised it's not been petitioned either. No, I know. Oh yeah, my imagination has been preparing me. True. Streamer privilege, actually. I'll definitely teach my kids to have very good imaginations. Oh, dude, what would you do, chat, if you walk in on your child, your boy, teenager's room, and he's watching hentai? What would you do? thought daughter or son watching hentai? Or hentai addicted son? That's what it should be, dude. That should be the podcast question. No, Chad's right though. You shouldn't be barging into your children's room. You should always knock. I feel like that's a great like oh, I'm just getting money from Tunisia now. That's the plus side of being landlocked. Tunisia's out here raiding people, and he's hired me as my mafioso. I have to reply, I'm more expensive than that. What do you think I am, some whore? That's how you respond to that, chat. No, you definitely should be knocking, and I feel like one of the great like aspects of like, or one of the markers of success as a parent is that your kid tells you stuff, even if it's something not necessarily that you like. I really hope that I build good trust with my kids and I bond with them. That's honestly true. I'm kind of tired, but I was just making a joke. Kill Bukhara? Sure. Yeah, I want to build a lot of trust and them to tell me everything. Okay, 2,000 ducats. Should I ask for more? There's two options here. He just gave me another 1,000 ducats. 2,000 ducats to basically help him if he gets declared Ron. You're getting closer, but I'm still not bought. Thank you for the money.
I'm weaker than Habibi now. Oh my god.
Good. You should blockade. You should blockade this guy.
I don't have many ships either. Yeah, hit these frontlies. I think
towards
Tour's already there.
dude. That makes
think
the
he has
province useless. Oh, is he assaulting?
He might be. I don't think I can win.
He's deck
even
14.
because-
Oh, that's cap. Oh, this is a huge deck.
I'm also kept up.
Are you?
Okay, you say to him, he's saying, if you won't accept the job, I'm gonna use my other mafiosos to execute you. I said, now you're using threats, showing some weakness. And then he says, that's what you do with dirty money. And I respond to that, I say, look, I'm an expensive man, but I'm useful. Pay the price or not, I don't care. There you go. And then I say, give me another 1,000. That. Now we can focus on reducing inflation. How do I even get there? On inflation reduce. Yeah. We need some quotes. We need some quotes. We gotta hit him with the Chinese quotes now. A baby calf does not fear a tiger. I need some more Chinese quotes. Come on, chat. I need your help. When can you hot join now? Reply. Only the fool abscorns his allies with threats. Victory flees from the man who sits upon his ass expecting battle to wait a second. Is that me? Oh no, I'm saying it to the wrong person. I'm saying it to the wrong person. Oops. Just sending Yi some proverbs. Vic. I actually said it to the right person. I said it to the Yi who's also just sitting around. It works even better. Wise man never plays leap. I don't get that one, but I'm gonna say it anyways. With unicorn. With the unicorn. Oh, okay. I'm not a common man. Know yourself. Know your enemy. And you will never be defeated in 100 battles. That's a good one. Wait, I need to message everyone now. If you have a hot joiner, I'm just a slave lord. I'm just a slave lord. I don't understand your fancy words. Just do the job and be Nigbo poor in 1 year. 1,000 ducats first. Stand firmly in the present and focus on the future. What happened to Malika? A wise man knows when to bow to the lion. What happened with Malika? The frog must always listen to the tiger, but the tiger must always listen. And then I say this to all of chat. Without experiencing setback, one cannot. Aynama altafatu mukharatu kalfuk. Mukharatuk. Is that Turkish? A wise G man once said, man who chases 2 ducks uphill eats no egg roll. Okay, then we have to message him back. We gotta hit him with this one. That's a good one. That's a good one. If the enemy sharpens his chopstick, he does not plan to eat alone. Strike while his rice is still uncooked. These quantity ideas are big. Collateral, that's just straight up racist. Come on, dude. That one wasn't even funny, dude. The other one, come on, bro. What the hell, dude? All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. If you're laughing to that, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing that Chad's laughing at that. Just so it's clear. Isn't UA weak right now? I don't know my enemy, though. Do I know myself? I think I know myself. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at something else. I just thought of something funny in my head. You guys wouldn't get it, so that's why I'm not saying it. But I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Oh my god. What was that? If there's anything you should take away from today's stream, is use your imagination more. Okay?
To be honest, I only attacked you because I wanted more vassals. I want influence. And I didn't want to attack Q because if I attack Q, the whole dynamic in China changes. But then Manchu is gonna touch Habibi.
I needed to attack you because I wanted vassals.
That is true. I'm influence.
That's so sick.
Yeah. So yes, we do that.
Why is nothing happening, Aaron?
You know.
What have you done this
a
session?
wise man.
Nothing happens, Habibi.
Habibi, look at the
I'd
border.
scale.
Habibi, look at the Burma border. Nothing happened. We pieced out.
You didn't get land?
I
I
attacked
lost.
Mughals.
I couldn't win.
You couldn't win.
No, I'd actually lost.
So now's my time to truce break you.
Do it. But I'm recovering like 15k manpower a month.
Habibi, it's you that's allied to the elephant.
Who's
That
the
is
elephant?
true.
This Ching is the
Okay.
elephant.
Why don't you 1v1 him?
I don't
That is
even
also
want
true.
his land.
But you want
Too
to kill
difficult.
the elephant, huh?
Whose land do you want?
Wow, you want to
The
release that?
easiest land. I'm just chilling, you know?
Wait.
Nabi.
What happened? Wait, Persia said it's not dead? Or Bukhara just decked as well.
No, I was decked.
Don't lie. I can see the look. Bukhara decked one month ago.
Yeah, he's kind of dead.
Yeah, he wanted to roach, I guess. That is his capital. I want to see his dev. Okay, he's 700 dev. Lost quite a lot to Ottomans.
I mean, Hotjoin right now then, Moon. Hotjoin right now. Because he was a consul of Rome is coming in right now, so now would be the time to Hotjoin.
What did you give him, Victor?
These 3 provinces. Max money.
And money?
Yeah. Not monthly. Just cash.
Unlucky, dude.
Quiche.
Cash.
You can gank him now.
There's Nabi keep.
No. We're gonna gank this creature.
Are we gonna gank the Ching? The Chings?
No, I don't think
What?
Habibi will do that.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Nothing
sit here till
happened.
the end of the game. We're all just gonna sit here. No one's gonna get ambitious.
No, I'm
Nothing's-
gonna. I mean, Habibi, if you want to, we can gank Ching. You know, 3 of us. We are Chinese. We are together, and Burma
I'll be
and
able to
I.
message you a play.
You know, but if you don't want to, we can't force you. You know, he took your land, took all the dev you deved. You know, he took your people. You know, a wise man once said, "He who forgets his past forgets his future."
Yeah, I think that's
China will
After
grow
the saying.
larger.
Yeah, yeah, that's a really good saying actually.
China will grow larger.
You have to. You can't gank him. You know, you can make something happen. Don't you agree?
What is going on in the poll box? That's what I want to know.
Who's the poll?
And there's
Babalan.
a Turk
Oh,
box
you mean-
as well.
Mr.
Like-
Babalan.
They're like 70% of the players.
Yeah,
Wait, they're
I
killing
guess.
France. Do you see that? Look. We go back. Oh my.
Yeah, Turks. I guess this is like a ally thing. Hungary. Oh, it's not in Hungary. It's Austria. It's huge.
That was Hungary before.
Was it Hungary?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Russia is huger.
Yeah, he's the elephant.
Yeah, Bukhara is the
Then
elephant.
fight him.
Aaron, what are you doing here? Aaron.
I
Aaron
think
is,
that this Bukhara-
is doing nothing, dude.
Yeah, he's a nothing doer.
You know this guy would stomp me.
No, you are bigger than him actually in the.
So if you
No, I'm
Russia
not.
would stomp you and Ching will stomp you, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, just take
Nothing.
the
Just
best
wait and-
players.
Just wait.
A wise man does not attempt to catch 2
you-
fish with 1 fishing pole.
No,
That'd
you're not
be-
Chinese. You can't say that. You're not Chinese.
That was
You
a
are
good one though. That was a good one though.
That was a good one.
Okay, you are Chinese. Huh?
But he's not Chinese. You do not get the rank of Chinese.
He's not Chinese. He's
You have
not
good
Chinese.
proverbs, but you do not get the rank of Chinese.
Honorary Chinese.
Okay, let me think of one.
If you were
Why-
Chinese, you
Why
cannot
don't you say
pretend to not be Chinese.
Okay.
How's that?
That was horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. We removed that.
Yeah, Dippy. I don't know about that one.
Okay, how about this
Is
one?
Ireland, Ireland, strong? Someone in chat asks.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong.
Ireland is not strong.
Ireland is not strong.
Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong. Ireland is not strong.
Tell him yes.
Why did Korea even sell him the fucking island, bro? This Korea wants our downfall. I guess not you, Habibi. You're not our coast, but
You could just
our
die.
ships can just die. That's a great idea.
The winner of China. I've
Q.
received a prophecy. I'm receiving a prophecy.
Okay, let him cook.
The one who will win China will cross the Yellow River swiftly, shitting upon Manchu dynasty. And that's the only person that will win China.
Is that you,
Yeah.
Habibi?
Well, it's got to be someone if they want to win China. And if
It
you
has
don't,
to be someone, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be someone, right, guys?
Can't be nobody.
Wait, were you AFK for a moment ago?
I was.
I told you
deafened.
we can.
But no.
Okay, we can, you know.
Do you think we'll
What?
win, dude? 2v1?
Wait.
You're gonna stream Berg?
3v1. We're gonna
3v1,
call Q.
Aaron comes in and goes, it wasn't a fair word. It wasn't a fair
I'm not
word.
gonna do that. I made one mistake.
Yeah,
A
I don't
man is
trust
not
you.
his path, Habibi. A man
I
is
don't
not
trust
his
you.
path.
I don't trust you.
He attacked me last night.
He
ganked
who
me last
lied
night.
about telling things before is not to be trusted.
He who lied
Exactly.
once, yes. But what about he who lies twice? Nobody says anything about that man.
Because he's already has the reputation of a liar. I'm allying.
Yes.
I'm unallying Ching and see what happens.
Not now, dude. I'm like 0 manpower, 20k dead.
Yeah, but you have 5 years and you're saying you're getting 19k. Maybe I should truce break you.
I mean, you can do it.
This guy is so violent.
Yeah, it's Habibi. No need for violence, man. Why did he? Oh my god, Korea. Where is Korea?
Who's Ireland fighting?
I thought you were Ireland.
No,
Am I?
Oh.
Who are you then?
I played it for the guy last time.
This guy's Ireland. He's lying.
My screen is still black.
Who, mine?
My screen
Okay,
doesn't
I
work on mine.
have some very big Chinese knowledge here. Are you listening?
Okay, I need to go, but okay, tell me
I'm
before
listening.
Okay. Man who sleeps with an itchy butt wakes up with fingers smelling like poop.
I go. Shit. That's good, actually.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Tanzu? Okay, I have to talk to this Korean.
You can switch reforms to give you more interest, Mr. Victor.
Which one?
Go down. Down.
I'm not
Oh
already
wait,
here.
you don't have it yet.
Yeah, okay, I need to go to. I will come back.
Streaming break.
I don't know why it's closed. Wait, what did you say?
No, I just said, oh, you are streaming.
Oh.
I don't even know who to end chat.
Get into Berg.
This is a big power spike right here.
What happened?
I'm about to get a big power spike.
Dude, that's awesome.
Thanks.
90 points to Devberg.
Yeah.
I just have
So
to
it
sit
is,
and
isn't
wait,
it?
dude. 4 hours
That's
of
a
just
pretty
sitting
good-
around.
Why are you getting raided, man? What's the devastation for?
Fucking Kit keeps raiding me at fucking.
You could build the coastal batteries. Oh wait, it's 173.
He's not supposed to raid me. That's the point.
What's the point?
He said he's not he wasn't supposed to raid me twice now. A little sussy, you know.
You should just gank him.
I mean, he said he would give me the money back in a year, so in 3 months I'll ask him for the money, or else.
You can just gank him. You're next to him now.
Yeah, he took this. Oh, he's collecting her.
I hate raiders.
I'm getting some corruption on, but yeah. Is this lower? That's very low. I don't know why this might be an event or something.
Everyone feels so poor.
If I am poor, I think my trade is leaking now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Because
rich.
I didn't check the rules.
Hey, Brig, you can kill the culture, you know that?
Rich in spirit and mind.
What culture?
You don't want to spread them to Arabian culture? Does it not give them anything?
I don't know. What would it give?
I don't know.
Arabia. 2 more ducats from that.
I lose stab, you know.
Does he get the orgs?
I have the orcs, I can just give it to him.
Oh.
They don't do anything though.
Oh yeah, they're nothing burger.
Yeah, I trust you, Habibi, so much. I'm gonna turn off the forts right next to you.
Mistake.
Whoa, what does it mean, Habibi? My mistake.
I'm not gonna end you.
So you're your best friend.
How much money is in the channel, Berg, in Europe? Are they rich?
Victor.
Giga rich.
Ne var?
He's only making 120.
Limanları kullanmam lazım.
The money.
Ya siktir git amına koyayım, beni raidledin. Tayvan almışsın. Başka bir şey kullan
You're
şimdi.
making more than him.
Söyleyemeyeceğim.
Okay, Habibi, we go Manchus port. Bijara.
Habibi, I'm waiting for the money.
What money?
What is this?
I mean, kit. Did he leave?
Yeah.
I think he left.
You should int him.
He's dodging you.
You can't dodge this.
What's this?
He's nuts.
You're not
Well,
gonna
you
do
can't
anything
hide.
to
It's
him.
not like he just hide in somewhere. I know he owes me money. I know where to find him.
You're not gonna do anything to him, Berg. He's not afraid of you.
I'll gank him.
Is that your only recourse of action, ganking? Wow, Bert.
Classic.
Yeah, when people owe me money. Do you not know in Game of Thrones?
Oh, this just in. Qing Empire is days away from a nuclear bomb.
Shit, we have to gank now. Damn.
Chinese,
I
think
believe
of
that.
this one. A man
no, I
who
think-
fails a gank has lost twice.
Ooh.
That's a big
Think
one.
on it.
I'm thinking.
Wait, Habibi, did you break the alliance and ally again? Why do you have 5-year truce? The based? Yeah. Confusing the enemy?
He
That's great.
panicked instantly.
No, he
I
panicked.
think he changed.
He sent me the alliance. Real and true.
Oh, so you've gained influence. A wise move.
We can gank Aaron.
No,
I'd be down
No,
for
what we
that.
do is
not
we,
possible.
we kill Qing, then we kill Bukhara. For crimes against China. That's our casus belli. Crimes against China.
That's not legal. That's not legally binding, and you know it.
Actually, it was legally binding. Wait, my subject is getting cooked. I didn't see this. So getting siege for no reason.
Rage quit?
No, he's dead. He's literally spectator.
Who? It's colony?
I'm imagining so hard right now. You guys wouldn't get it.
I just imagined me annexing
There's no
you.
reasoning with
Yeah,
shit.
that thought was
You
awesome.
just have to attack it.
I just imagined Aeron ganking us. Wait, I don't have to.
Do you like
I
Imagine
remember.
Dragons?
A wise
have to-
man
you have to
knows
deck
what
him,
this
Berg.
means.
I know. I probably wanna finish this thing though. I don't think I can.
You want to make boats so he doesn't blockade you.
Yeah, I have some boats. Maybe I should make more. I
Make
should
more.
get some naval tradition actually.
That's good.
That button is a little stupid though.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. No one else gets it.
I mean, Muslims get it.
Yeah. That's why they don't need more buffs.
Why are you making your armies walk there, Habibi?
Kid
Are
is
they
pretty
stretching?
strong actually. I don't know if I actually can fight him. See, what does he have? He has infantry and discipline. That's a lot of shit. If I roll a good general,
Beats no inf and no discipline.
That's a good general.
I think the 6 is better. No, 6, maybe not.
6-5. 6-5 is better than a 2-6.
What's the combat width? Okay.
But isn't it gonna go up?
What?
Isn't it gonna go up with Tech 15?
No.
Oh no.
Abba is too old.
What?
Abba is getting old.
What?
What?
You know what he said.
Yeah, you don't
Propane?
have to lie.
I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind.
Propane?
I'm coping.
My propane and propane accessories.
His general is so crazy because even though he has
You
been
can have your
sitting there
colony
for
make
2
bolts.
Okay, be right back.
Maybe it's bad declaring before this guy is finished. We'll find out.
So big.
Maybe you can have Victor help you.
With what?
He's getting raided too.
We don't need to gank Abba.
You do need a gank.
Oh,
You
no,
don't
we
have
can't.
to, but
You said it
maybe
yourself.
you still should.
And if this Mughals cuts me off here, then I might have to delay the attack on Kit. I think that's reasonable, Abba.
Abba.
I mean,
Abba, if
depends
you
what
were
he's
in
gonna take.
Mughals, would you cut me off here?
Oh yeah,
Nah.
you would.
Depending what you've done to me.
Oh! I see, I see. Dude, they just...
Oh, I guess there goes the... Tell the Khan to join. Wait, you could rival Persia. Wait, you could rival Persia, did you see?
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take this free Camille. Or land.
When is this truce over? That's so... I got a truce break, I think.
No, why is this? How can you raid me? I guess I have 6 ships protecting trade.
I didn't want to truce break main.
Didn't want to do it. He had to.
He's such a big.
He's the victim.
Very.
Dippy.
What's up, Ming?
What's up, man?
Man
You having
who
fun?
drives a G-Wagon
Wait.
should not be surprised when the beggar comes to his window.
Wait, Habibi, do you know what Hunt just said? Did you guys talk beforehand?
Why? What did he say?
He said, next session we will fight. And I said, are you expecting me to 1v1 you?
What is it? Fish
Habibi,
sandwich?
I have something.
Ooh.
I have something. A man who is dependent on ale should not be shocked when he finds his
Kale.
actions
Yeah.
fail. Think on that one.
Shoot.
Yeah.
But why didn't you use kale?
Well, I can't int anymore. I'm really hungry. My dad just got me a fish sandwich.
So the session is almost over anyway.
Fish
But
sandwich
you might have to
debuff.
prepare for next session, Habibi.
Fish sandwich debuff.
The fish sandwich.
Like a fish
At least
sandwich.
it's not like an evil fish sandwich.
Whoa.
You use Discord on the browser?
Discord is banned in Turkey.
Oh, that's right.
I have proxy on the browser.
Kind of OP, dude. You're breaking the law.
Yeah. Love breaking the law.
You know, there's a song like that.
No.
It goes breaking the law.
Oh, good song. Was it from Criminal?
I'm gonna focus on eating
That's
the
fine.
sandwich, chat. This is the content today.
Nothing burger.
I think sandwich.
I'm eating a nothing sandwich.
What was the building that made him unable to raid anymore? Coastal defense?
Okay, another ruler died young.
Fog? This is the Habibi tradition.
Next week. Wait, Victor, who's we when he said we will fight?
No, what I meant is, why didn't you even respond back then? And you're responding now.
I'm eating a
No,
fish sandwich.
Hunt said we will fight, and I said, I think you're not expecting me to 1v1 you, right? And he said, I hope it's not 1v3. So yeah, I don't know what we do
Dang.
with Hunt. I had to see his nation. I'm still recovering
I
from
can see it.
power wise.
It's a bunch of cab.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Then why is he decking tech 15? Interesting. Yeah, we can probably. I don't know. I don't think. Do you think we win 1v2?
Maybe.
Me and you, I mean. I'm like just all paper tiger dude. I'm like no quality. So keep that in mind. What's this build? Aristotelige's court offensive. He keeps fighting us, by the way, on the infantry decks. At first, I think he decked tech 9. Now he takes tech 15.
You heard that, chat? Something's happening.
Then Hunt won't come next week.
It's
then
nothing o'clock, Habibi. Something isn't gonna happen.
I have to see troops in the border if something was gonna happen.
But next week.
Something will happen next week, surely. What's your dev click now, Habibi?
436.
Yeah, I'm still behind you, damn. 15 dev behind you.
Good. Bad.
What do I see?
What's Aaron's dev click count?
I don't want to know. I think gankers have a lot of dev clicks generally. Did he leave?
How do I see? Is it a decision?
Yeah, it's red. Top development improvements.
Oh, I see. 696. Quite good.
Oh my god. it's the ganker buff.
Yeah. 1. Evelyn, yeah. 1.
Oh my god, they're killing Nabi. Nabi's dead. Minus 91. Run delusion.
What does Afet Ulson mean?
It means bon appetit. I don't know the full English name.
Lily, 4 hours, 1.5 hours, more like 4 hours. But my stomach is expanding right now. I'm eating a fish sandwich. Very good.
You're never the good guy.
The good guy.
You're not the good guy, fella. You're not the good guy.
Food's so bussin'. Food, Lebanese food is so bussin', dude. Alhamdulillah. That was delicious. That was probably like 1,000
Habibi?
calories right there. What's up?
Who actually invented hummus?
Me?
What do you mean by that question?
Who invented it?
Like who? Like what do you mean by who?
Yeah.
Like the guy, the country?
What people? Yeah.
What people? Arabs.
Who has? So they have the most dibs on hummus.
I mean, you can just try the hummus for yourself, and you can immediately tell which one's better.
I see.
Why are you trying to bait me?
I'm not baiting.
Okay, let's gank. Let's gank Bukhara. Come on, let's go.
No.
Gank, 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 gank.
He's a good guy.
He's not. He died 800 times.
This just in. It was actually Bukhara who's weeks away from a nuclear weapon.
Oh my god, I think we have to do something.
Yep. Gotta do something. Not only do you have to do something, you have to do something now.
Well, you see, there's a lot of history behind it. A good point, chat. So back in 1574, there was the Great Hummus War, where a bunch of people fought about who made hummus. Very sensitive topic.
Who are the other contenders? Is it Turks?
Do you think Turks invented hummus?
No, I don't. It's definitely not Turks. Because I've never eaten like hummus in my life. Besides like Arabic ones. So it's not like even like a what's it called? I don't even consider it Turkish.
Look, I'm Lebanese, chat, but the best hummus, I mean the best falafel I've had is Palestinian falafel. There's a spot in Anaheim, California. Okay.
California.
Anaheim, California, in Little Arabia, owned by a Palestinian family, and they make the best falafel I've had in my life.
You can tell he knows what he's talking about because he can actually say falafel how it's meant to be said.
Falafel.
It's hummus, not hummus. Hummus.
Hummus?
I can't believe hummus did that.
Okay.
You know, actually, I was just thinking about that, Shads. When I went to Sweden for a week, because I was hired to be in that Hoi 4 tournament and be a part of it and play in it and then be an analyst and caster. They fed us a lot of food, but no Swedish food. First night, they took us to American barbecue. The second night, they took us to a Japanese restaurant that was over a net cafe. I don't think we had Swedish food the entire time. I really wanted to try Swedish meatballs. Oh, I tried, you know what Swedish food I tried, chat? I did have Swedish food. It was late at night. I had, you know what Swedish food I had? I had kebab pizza.
What?
That's Swedish food.
Kebab pizza?
Kebab pizza, yeah.
That's what? How's that even real?
It's good.
I'm told the most official Swedish food can only be found in IKEA.
What do you mean IKEA?
I'm just told it has the most official Swedish food.
Do you know what European country that I've been to that has the worst kebab?
Poland?
Okay.
No, the
Estonia?
Polish kebab was good.
Estonia?
No. Netherlands.
No, Spain, dude.
Ah,
It's
The
so
kebab
close,
that I
though.
had, the kebab that I had in Spain was horrible, dude. And all the kebab restaurants were run by Indians. It was really confusing. And then they had like a big sign that said halal kebab, and then right next to it they had a beer. We serve beer here sign.
that's like a perfect Turkish place.
That was wild. Yeah, Spain isn't a kebab country. That's for sure. Also, before we went to Spain, they were telling us about how good the restaurants and Spanish food culture is. I have to say, when I was in Barcelona, I wasn't impressed. I also got food sick. But that was my fault. I had oysters at an all-you-can-eat Japanese place.
Oh my god.
Raw oysters.
Oysters are like only good at like a
I mean,
8-tier place or above.
people know that if you want to get good Japanese food, you go to Spain.
Yes. And eat oysters there.
Yep.
That's what I do, dude.
Best kebab in the world would be in Adana in Turkey. I don't doubt that. Victor, thoughts?
That is 100% correct when it comes. Adana is the OG place. If you like spice, it's Adana. If you don't like spice, it's probably Urfa.
Oh.
I think Alapor is from Adana. Or he lives in there now, I don't know.
Yeah, he is. I guess I gotta go to Adana now.
Oh my god, true. All that region has insane food. I wanna go there. I think next summer,
Insane?
probably.
Best Turkish food is Iskender.
I agree, actually. 100%.
Are there differences? What is haram and halal for Sunni and Shia? Actually, yes. Here's a little bit of education. The differencing factor is not the Quran. The Quran is the same for both Sunni and Shia. The differencing is in hadith, things the Prophet said. Because of the division created by the great fitna, different sources are considered unreliable or reliable depending on their stance of the great fitna. So basically, if a hadith was transmitted from a Shia perspective that's unreliable, then it's not considered like as part of their faith. That being said, they have a lot of similar hadiths.
What do you think is like the most unique school when it comes to that? Like,
What?
I don't know. What do you think is like the most different from other schools when it comes to that?
What's one of the biggest things that's haram? Like, okay, so both pray 5 times a day, both fast Ramadan. I would say the biggest differences, and if someone's in Shias in chat can correct me, temporary marriages are allowed in Shia, not allowed in Sunni. Tattoos are allowed in Shia, not allowed for Sunnis. Those are like 2 major things that I would say are different. Also, another big difference, Shias believe that you need to be, when you pray, your head needs to touch earth. So some carry around a little rock with them that they put so they can put their head on it when they pray. Or not on their head, but on the ground where they put their head.
What is like Maliki, Shafi, Ismaili? What does that mean? Like the schools?
Very, very small differences in jurisprudence. Very, very small differences. Like Melikis, for example, believe that goatees count as a beard.
I see. And that
Well,
gives them dev cost somehow?
yeah, goatees give them cost.
Noted.
I have a goatee. That's why my dev clicks are so high.
The way they decided the bonuses for Islam have nothing to do with actual jurisprudence. And I know this because I talked to a developer about this. The way
What
that
did
they
he say?
picked
Was
it
it
was
balancing?
was partially balancing, but partially what people of different schools like ended up doing. Like
I see.
people that were part of Hanbali school conquered a lot of land in a lot of time in a short period of time. Maliki were known for like development in areas that weren't really that developed before or had trouble developing. Hanafs were like known to be very legalistic and like technologically advanced for their time period. Shafis like were the ones that spread Islam to Malaysia through trade, so trade bonuses.
That makes sense.
Has nothing to do with actual jurisprudence or their differences on jurisprudence. Can you say that again? Yes. So there are differences in what is halal and haram between Shia and Sunni. Because the difference, I'll say it again, the difference was between the faiths ended up happening basically from religious findings of the hadith, because the Quran is exactly the same. Both pray 5 times a day, both fast Ramadan, both believe that you should give zakat yearly, like charity. Both believe in the testifying of faith. The differences comes into the hadith. So basically, depending on the transmission of a hadith, if someone along the line differed in the fitna, it's considered reliable or unreliable. More so for Shias than for Sunnis. Like a Shia would say, oh, this person sided against Ali in the fitna, so he's not a reliable source. Therefore, this hadith is not reliable. And like I said, if someone's Shia in chat, they can correct me. But this is what my understanding of it.
Oh, Habibi, by the way, are you the host? Right?
Hello?
Yeah, Jan first.
When are we ending?
Okay, thank you. Okay, he just said and
I didn't see
next
the
one.
time.
Next.
Okay.
It's okay, just
Time
save it in my
fast.
loans. No, we're fine.
Time goes fast. Save it
Yeah,
for
time goes
loans.
very fast when you're raiding China.
China. You're not the only guy that I rate. You're not special.
Yeah, I'm the
Not
only.
special.
I thought we had something, kid. Ah, you raid everybody?
I
So
rate
sick.
the whole world.
Wow.
Everyone's
yeah.
sick of me. I'm just waiting for the game. It never happens.
Nothing
You're
ever
too
happens.
busy eating. Nothing happens,
I'm
dude.
just
I fought,
buying everyone. The money is so too powerful in this game.
I fought this Burma. We spent 3 million casualties. Nothing happened. The borders didn't change.
The casual
Yeah,
Chinese
nothing
clash.
happened. Who should be shocked?
Only
Why
thing,
nothing happened with this Munch and Bukhara? Or they're just AFKing, seeing the numbers go up?
I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
they should
Munch's-
just play single player instead. If they wanna do it.
the Manchu's gonna attack us next.
Yeah,
Next?
Manchu's the elephant.
Yeah.
Did he
That's why you
actually
should
have to
join.
scale
Yeah.
for hours?
I think Bukhara, I don't know.
Russia is AFK.
Everyone's
Everyone's-
AFK, dude.
He is
Except
I
the
can't do
Turkish
anything
people.
because if he attacks me, I just can't. I need.
There was a
That's
big
true.
big fight between Turkish people today.
That's true. I
Someone
decked, but the
threatened
damage
the
was-
guy that to find his home because he ganked.
Wait, I think there's only one Turkish guy who never fought a player war this session. I think it's
Cool.
Yaknek.
Levek, thanks for the raid.
Did you-
Well, actually, no. I'm gonna do one broken arrow, but we're ending to the EU4 soon. Polska Guram.
Polska
Then
Guru.
maybe
Polska Guram.
Maybe
Everyone
Eric.
in the Discord say Polska Guram.
Polska Guru.
Kagura
Aaron,
Kurwa.
I don't know what this even means.
say it. Polska Guram.
or banned.
I'm suspicious.
Say Polska Guram or I'm banning you.
No.
It's nothing bad, dude. Polska, Poland.
Polska. Yeah.
Guram.
What does the second thing mean?
It means mountain.
It means good horse.
No, it means
Actually,
mountain.
Polish
Yeah,
mountain?
Polish mountain. That's what it means.
I'm a big fan of Polish mountains.
So say it. Polska Guram.
I just have to Google this.
Bro, why would Habibi make you want to say
This
something?
guy
doesn't
deserves to get
trust you.
ganked. This guy deserves to get
No.
ganked.
He
Chat,
does.
thoughts? I'm telling you, Bukhara is days away from developing a nuclear weapon.
Shit.
Yeah. Who's he gonna use it on?
Oh my god.
It's the poor Chinese.
You have a
Ending in
spy
3
agency,
months.
Habibi?
Yeah, I have a spy in you.
I'm
That's
also
cool.
spying.
That's cool. You know that a guy like me is gonna be ahead of time on tech.
Yeah. I got discounted admin
Right.
tech off you. Does he own Tehran?
Yeah, well. Me? Almost.
No, he doesn't.
Almost. One day.
Almost honest. You probably need that tech to gank people.
Nothing ever happens. This was 4 hours of nothing ever happens.
A wise man picks his fights, Habibi.
Yeah.
Talk about
Is this
yourself, Habibi. I
a
took like
cheat?
30 kilos.
Hey with the sub, Keglas. Is it a big chi? No.
Does it look like a big kegel? That's why you asked the question that you know the answer. Just to shame him on stream?
I have to go speed
Yeah.
2. I have to go speed 1 here so we don't miss the date.
Oh my goodness, ongoing battle in India? This is awesome.
Yeah, you can benefit more from the nothing ever happening.
Oh my god, true.
Oh, not yet, not yet. Perfect.
Oh, yes.
I'm imagining that I'm big in game. We talked about
Oh.
that today a lot in chat. About why imagination is important and why you should imagine more.
I just imagined me annexing you. This game is going so well.
Guy's sus, dude. You didn't even say Polska Guram even after searching it.
Yeah. You hate Polish people, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think he
I
likes
can't-
Polish people.
I
get
know, I
that.
just helped Tant with his mission.
Uh-huh. Is Hunt one of the good ones?
It is one of the good ones, yes.
Whoa, so you
In
hate
fact, one of the
normal.
many good ones.
Yeah, you gotta go, I think.
Kit, you're so lucky.
Why?
Why do I have so many units with so little land?
I was
Almost
so
1,000
close to
dev.
decking you, but then Muggles cut me off.
Right. This guy
Oh.
wants to start a fucking world war over a one state raid that I misclick.
No, 3 states, 2
One
times.
state.
My whole
He
India.
misclicked multiple. He misclicked 6 times, dude. Why
A
can't you
wise man
believe
once
this?
said,
Can't I just misclick, dude?
It's fine, but you
"Fool
should
me
have given me
once.
my money. You said you would give
shame
me
on
money.
you."
You liar.
I was. Then Nabi DM'd me and said, today is my birthday, you need to gift me 5k. Then I
That
had
is
to give
more
him the
important
money.
Than keeping your word.
Yes, I will die, but I will still give Nabi the money. If that's what you're asking.
But I still want that money.
You can ask it from Navi. It's his birthday today. It won't be next week.
Today was the educational stream. I wonder how much manpower I'll have when I finish these ideas. That's not bad. Also have Soldiers households coming up. I don't know, chat. We'll see what happens next week. Somehow I'm still alive. Still the weakest player, but I've survived. I out-survived Deccan. Somehow I'm stronger than this Korea. Somehow.